Hello everyone. Today, let's talk about the story of a Chinese deity, Kuafu. According to legend, after the Huangdi and the Yandi joined forces to defeat the war god Qiyu, they soon had a falling out, leading to the famous Battle of Bangquan. The Yandi was defeated, and his entire tribe was annexed. However, the Yandi's tribe was unwilling to submit to the Huangdi. After the Huangdi's death, the Yandi's great-grandson Gonggong raised an army to contest the throne with Emperor Xuanzhu, but was defeated once again. Subsequently, the remaining members of the Yandi's tribe fled to the northern wilderness of Mount Zaidian and settled there. In Mount Zaidian, most of the trees are palm and nanmu, along with many small bamboo plants. The mountain is home to various wild animals, predominantly cattle and wild goats, and birds such as golden pheasants. On the southern side of the mountain, there is an abundance of jade, while the northern side is rich in iron. In the northern part of the mountain, there is a forest named Peach Forest, which spans an area of 300 li. This forest is home to many horses. A lake originates from this mountain, flowing northward into the Yellow River, and its waters are rich with gemstones. The protagonist of our story today, Kuafu, was born here. Kuafu was brave and skilled in battle, capable of running swiftly. He was a descendant of the Yandi, the great-grandson of the great god Gonggong, the grandson of the underworld deity Hutu, the nephew of the time god Yeming, and the son of Xin. He was the last Yandi in the era of Chinese mythology. Kuafu was a giant with long red hair and a red beard that gave him a rugged appearance. He often wielded a divine staff, with 2 yellow snakes hanging from his ears like earrings, and 2 green snakes coiled around his arms like bracelets. When Kuafu became the Yandi, it was already late in the reign of Yaodi. At that time, Yaodi had been imprisoned by Shundi in Pingyang. Yao's son, Danzhu, allied with Kuafu and the Sanmiao tribe to launch an attack against Shundi. In response, Shundi allied with Yinglong to confront them in battle. During the Great Battle, Yinglong used his divine powers to cause a severe drought in the northern wilderness. The sun scorched the land, causing it to crack and dry up. Kuafu set out to find water sources to save his people, but all the rivers had dried up. Seeing his people collapse one by one from lack of water, Kuafu became extremely angry. He mistakenly believed that the drought was caused by the sun deity, Jinwu. Thus he began to chase the sun, intending to capture it to relieve the drought in the northern wilderness. Kuafu exerted all his strength to chase the sun, and finally caught up with it at Yugu Valley as it was about to set. However, the scorching sun made the already exhausted Kuafu unbearably thirsty. He headed towards the Yellow River to drink, but due to Yinglong's spell, the Yellow River had almost dried up. Kuafu drank it dry in one gulp. He then rushed to the Wei River, but it too was nearly dry because of Yinglong's magic, and Kuafu drank it dry as well. Still desperately thirsty, Kuafu intended to head to the Great Northern Marsh to quench his thirst. However, fatigue and thirst finally overcame him, and Kuafu collapsed on his way to the marsh. Before his death, Kuafu used his last divine power to transform his staff into a vast peach forest that stretched for thousands of miles. This forest provided a vital water source for the people of the northern wilderness, significantly alleviating the drought in the region. After Kuafu's death, some people in the north continued to venerate him as an ancestral and guardian deity, believed to protect the land and families. They held temple fairs to worship Kuafu during the spring and autumn seasons each year. That's it for today's story. See you in the next one.